Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Thinking of buying that shiny used pickup on the lot? STOP. Before you sign any papers, you need to watch this video. You might just be signing your own financial death warrant. That truck looks tough, right? It's got the big tires, the lift kit, the chrome grille. But under that tough exterior, it could be a ticking time bomb waiting to absolutely explode your bank account. We're not talking about a flat tire or a dead battery here. We are talking about catastrophic engine failures, transmission nightmares, and electrical gremlins that mechanics secretly call job security. These are the trucks that turn your dream ride into a living, breathing, wallet-draining nightmare. And today, we are exposing the top 5 pickup trucks that mechanics quietly warn their own friends and family to avoid at all costs. If you value your hard-earned money, do not, under any circumstances, bite these lemons. Let's get right into it. Coming in at number 5, we have the early 2000s Ford F-150. Specifically models from 2004 to 2008, equipped with the 5.4-liter Triton V8 engine. Now, the F-150 is an American icon, the best-selling truck for decades. So how did it make this list? Well, it all comes down to that engine. The 5.4 Triton is notorious for a few very expensive problems. The biggest culprit is the camshaft phasers. They make a distinct ticking or knocking sound, often called the Triton tick. When these fail, it's not just an annoying noise. It can lead to poor performance, bad fuel economy, and eventually, a total engine failure. But wait, there's more. The spark plugs in these engines are a mechanic's worst nightmare. They have a two-piece design that is infamous for breaking off inside the cylinder head during removal. What should be a simple spark plug change can turn into a multi-$1,000 repair job, requiring special tools and hours of labor to extract the broken pieces. You could literally pay more to change the spark plugs than the truck is even worth. Ask any mechanic, and they'll have a horror story about a 5.4 Triton. It's a shame, because the rest of the truck is pretty solid. But that engine is a financial landmine just waiting to go off. Next up on our list, at number 4, is the Ram 1500 from 2009 to around 2012, particularly those with the 5.7-liter Hemi V8? Yeah, I know. That thing got a Hemi. It sounds great, and it makes a ton of power, which is why people love them. But that powerful engine has a dark side. The big issue here is what's known as the Hemi tick. It sounds similar to the Ford issue, but the cause is different and just as destructive. It's often caused by a failure of the lifters and the camshaft. The needle bearings in the lifters can fail, causing the lifter to seize and grind away at the camshaft lobes. Once that happens, you're looking at a full top-end engine rebuild. We're talking new camshaft, new lifters, new gaskets, and a massive labor bill. It's a repair that can easily run you for $5,000 or even $6,000. Another common problem on these trucks is the exhaust manifold bolts. They are prone to snapping off, leading to an exhaust leak that sounds like a constant ticking, especially when the engine is cold. Fixing that requires drilling out the old bolts, which is a real pain. The Hemi is a fantastic engine when it works, but when it doesn't, get ready to open your wallet wide. Alright, let's move on to number 3. This one might surprise some of you. The Nissan Titan, specifically the first generation from 2004 to 2015. The Titan was Nissan's attempt to break into the full-size American truck market, and on paper, it looked promising. It had a powerful 5.6-liter V8, a tough-looking design, and a comfortable ride. The problem, a cascade of catastrophic drivetrain failures. The most infamous issue is with the rear axle. The rear differential was prone to complete failure, sometimes with little to no warning. You could be driving down the highway, and suddenly, boom, your rear end locks up. This is not only an incredibly expensive fix, often requiring a whole new axle assembly, but it's also extremely dangerous. As if that wasn't bad enough, these early Titans also had major issues with their radiators and transmissions. The internal transmission cooler, which is built into the radiator, could rupture. This allows coolant to mix with the transmission fluid, creating a disgusting pink milkshake of death that destroys the transmission from the inside out. This phenomenon is so well known it has a name. SMOD, or a strawberry milkshake of death. Once SMOD occurs, you need a new radiator and a complete transmission rebuild or replacement. We're talking about repairs that can easily exceed the value of the truck itself. For these reasons, the first-gen Titan is a huge gamble. Now for our runner-up for the worst pickup you can buy. Coming in at number 2, the Chevrolet Colorado and its twin, the GMC Canyon. From 2004 to 2012, TC Ware, Hemi. Smaller pickup offerings, designed to be more fuel-efficient alternatives to the big V8 South. They came with 3, 4, and 5-cylinder engines. The idea was good, but the execution was flawed, especially with the 3.5-liter and 3.7-liter 5-cylinder engines. These engines are known for a persistent check engine light that can be almost impossible to diagnose and fix permanently. A major source of headaches is the valve seats. They were not hardened properly from the factory, leading to premature wear. This causes a loss of compression, resulting in a rough idle, misfires, and eventually, the engine won't even run. The only permanent fix is a cylinder head replacement or rebuild, a very costly procedure. On top of that, these trucks are plagued with electrical The body control module, or BCM, is a frequent failure point, causing all sorts of weird issues, like the radio not working, windows going up and down on their own, or the truck not starting at all. You'll spend a fortune chasing down electrical shorts and replacing modules. While they look like a practical, smaller truck, they often turn into a money pit that will have you on a first-name basis with your local mechanic. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 pickup truck that mechanics warn will absolutely bankrupt you is the Ford F-Series with the 6.0-liter PowerStroke diesel engine, built from 2003 to 2007. This engine is legendary in the mechanic community, but for all the wrong reasons. ETA single-handedly paid for more mechanics, vacations, boats, and kids' college educations than any other engine in modern history. The 6.0 PowerStroke is a textbook example of a rushed and flawed design. Where do we even begin? The EGR cooler is prone to failing and leaking coolant into the intake, which then gets burned in the cylinders. This leads to the infamous head gasket failure. The engine uses only 4 head bolts per cylinder, which isn't enough to handle the high cylinder pressures, especially after the coolant starts steaming. A head gasket job on a 6.0 is not a small task. It requires pulling the cab off the frame and installing ARP head studs to prevent it from happening again. You're looking at a repair bill that can easily top $10,000. But that's just the beginning. The oil cooler clogs up, the variable geometry turbocharger sticks, the high-pressure oil pump fails, and the fuel injection control module, or FICM, is notorious for going bad. It's not a question of asterisk, if asterisk these parts will fail. But asterisk when asterisk, you can buy a 6.0-liter PowerStroke for a temptingly low price, but you will pay for it 10 times over in repairs, unless the truck has been bulletproofed, a term for replacing all these weak points with upgraded parts, which is a $10,000 job in itself. You should run, not walk, away from any 6.0 you see for sale. It is, without a doubt, the undisputed king of wallet-destroying pickup trucks. So there you have it. The top 5 pickups that could turn your dream into a financial nightmare. Look, every used vehicle has its risks, but these 5 have well-documented, catastrophically expensive common failures that you need to be aware of. Always, always, always get a pre-purchase inspection from a trusted, independent mechanic before buying any used vehicle, especially one of these. It's the best $100 you'll ever spend. What do you think? Do you own one of these trucks? Have you had these problems? Let us know your story down in the comments below. We love hearing from you guys. And if you found this video helpful and it saved you from making a huge mistake, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Stay safe out there, and happy truck hunting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.